have built a movement that doesn't not shy away from the thought conversation, but embrace them. A movement that doesn't not just talk about change, but drives it. A movement that is above all committed to the future.
Over 7 years, it has facilitated over $125 billion in deals.
In this room, you are the architects of that future.
In this panel, 10 superstars. Do you see any opportunity for a rapprochement between China and the United States?
The impact on global economic policy is much more acute than before.
Competition's good. Technology is an absolute necessity.
As for safety, keeping people away from cardiovascular events is a good thing.
That's the definition of most entrepreneurs I work with today. They love what they do. They're willing to crawl through glass to get it done.
We have established 92 new companies. All of these companies are big investors in new sectors that were not in existence in Saudi Arabia.
The global theme is the need to deploy more capital to rebuild our infrastructure, to build out AI.
We have a comment from our avatar.
The Conference Board C-Suite Outlook 2020.
Integrating technology to grow their businesses.
Because we're living at an extraordinary time in history.
If we're going to have a prosperous global economy, we need education systems around the world.
China's coming back, I think, with the recent fiscal and monetary policy.
You'll see investment liberalization if there's a change in government.
Remember, if Trump wins.
If Trump wins.
It gets a chance to do what it can do best, which is commerce, industry, and development.
The big challenge is the fact that the big paradigms are changing.
The challenge of a public company is there is so much focus on quarterly earnings.
Decarbonization, I think, is both a threat and an opportunity.
So 2025 will be better than 2024 capital markets?
Yes. My expectation is you'll see more robust capital markets activity in 2025 and 2026.
The global economy is in really good shape.
But that is not, the unhealthy, to my knowledge.
Without access to electricity, Africa cannot industrialize.
We have the responsibilities and the opportunities to shape future that invest not only in our economies, but in humanity itself.
Transitioning is part of our DNA and will continue to be part of our DNA, and actually we will set the example for everybody to follow suit. If you want to be part of our story, scan the code.
The markets are usually, more often than not, almost consistent. We'll tell you where we're going.
FII investment potential.
We are delighted that we believe in the green energy.
We need an energy transition that is affordable, secure, and at the same time sustainable.
This initiative, the AI Inclusive, will support the development of safe and responsible AI ecosystems within the Global South.
The Global South, as I said, younger, more educated, hard worker, disciplined, they understand technology, while the other party, we want them to succeed.
شعار هذه النسخة من المؤتمر أفق لا متناهي الاستثمار اليوم لصياغة الغد.
Together we are stronger. Together we can shape a future defined by innovation, prosperity, and progress.
Saudi Arabia is very well positioned to be a global hub not only a regional hub. We have most of the technologies and the renewable energy.
To create more profit and bigger moat on those business models is my guess.
What everybody needs to do right away is to build the instrument to allow you to do that. And that is what we call the AI factory.
I'm glad to say that we built that entirely with human brains and without AI. I think in the future the AI might look at that and say, not bad for a bunch of monkeys.
Keeping the organization fresh, young talent, people coming in, bright ideas, good ideas, making sure that they can be heard and they don't get lost.
The intelligence that we have that computers don't today have. It's a flexibility, it's a creativity, it's a, oh, today I want to learn something new kind of thinking.
The future is the demand of AI.
View that the world is going to be radically different is the thesis that informs everything that we do.
Saudi Arabia plays a very important role as an anchor of stability.
Hai nước chúng ta đã có nhiều điểm tương đồng và có những thế mạnh có thể hỗ trợ, bổ sung cho nhau.
Bahrain Financial Harbor at the north of Bahrain, which has been built on the historical harbor of trade in Bahrain.
Now, as financial investors, we always seek the same things. We seek high growth, high margin, and scalable business model.
World of workplace is being redefined in a pace never been witnessed before.
Sky is definitely doubling down on AI.
AI will increase the speed and decrease the cost.
We have to invest on the relations and on the trust.
So if I have to pick the word, I would pick partner.
We need as much copper in the next decade as we've had in human history.
So now we have RPA. Robotic are handling most, I can say 90% of our processes.
If we call it clean energy, it depends on the two things. The renewable resources and the decarbonization from the fossil fuel-based fuels.
If I think about healthcare in general, I think there are going to be many waves of innovation thanks to AI.
But they need to stop shaming, shunning, and shouting at the private sector and come with solutions.
We need to regenerate our planet.
For us, we have the ability to try to create the physical space which could cope with things that we don't know about today.
NEOM is an economy building exercise.
The Expo has been a great win for the country because it brought countries together. It was the highest win in the history of Expo.
It's a very exciting time. Obviously, AI is on everyone's mind. AI is being spoken about in every corner. And we can think of AI, of course, as artificial intelligence, but also augmented intelligence.
So in 25 years, there'll be at least 10 billion humanoid robots.
And price point?
Yeah, the price point will be, I think, quite low. $25,000 for a robot that can do anything.
And I predicted that we will have a weekly launches to the surface of Mars, again with people living and working there.
And making sure that they are able to engage with the world in a positive and proactive way, whether it's making sure that our relationships are serving the joint interests, the interests of the kingdom and of our partners.
I've been to 8 FAIs, and this Infinite Horizons that you've put in place, your challenge for health, Richard, and I admire what you've done. The Olympics is the embodiment of the human race camp.
The FII Priority Compass has shown that while rising living costs remain a top concern, climate change is now the 4th highest priority globally. We must address these challenges with renewed commitment to investing with purpose.